Coming to you live from the White Picket Studios in Houston, Texas, this is the Realty Ruckus. If you are in any way, shape, or form involved in the real estate industry, this is the show for you. And now, your host, Alan Hernandez.
Welcome to the Realty Ruckus out of the White Picket Realty Studios. I am your host, Alan Hernandez. Sitting next to me are your producers, David Bonilla, Gibran Hernandez. We are here to make sure that your real estate business is growing right alongside with ours. Don't forget that we're on every Tuesday and Thursday from 1:30 p.m. to 2 p.m. This is a short version of our show, and we just love it. We love it. But in order for us to really have a good time, we want to make sure that our audience...
short. Don't call it short.
Oh, you don't like short. That's a sensitive word for you.
It is. That's a delicate.
That's because
word
if you don't know Gibran,
vocabulary.
he's what, 5'5", 5'6"?
5'6". Yes.
Did I give you an extra inch?
Yeah.
Every inch counts, right?
It all matters.
We have a phenomenal show planned out for you guys today, and we have a great event to talk to you guys about, so make sure you are staying tuned. As we go through the show, don't forget that you can drop all your questions, comments, concerns down below. We love to see those comments live, and of course, if you hear anything you like, shoot us a big old like, a heart, an angry face, whatever it is, we want to see it, and share this with anyone out there who you think can benefit from learning more about what's happening in the real estate industry, especially stuff that's happening here in Houston. Now, before we start today's show, I want to tell you guys a little bit about the best movie I've ever seen.
Oh, ever
in the history.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow. Okay, so we didn't know this coming into this segment. I didn't realize this is the
I have been
best movie
avoiding
I've ever
this
seen.
movie. I have been avoiding this movie like the plague. I kid you not.
dude?
Why?
So my wife went and
saw Black Panther?
my wife went and saw this movie. No, not Black Panther. I should have avoided Black Panther. Not my favorite movie. Boring in my opinion. But hey, that's
bro,
another
watch out.
story.
Wait.
That's
You
another
were
story.
about to say boring AF.
Boring. It wasn't my, and I love those movies. I love those movies.
I don't know how you guys watch those, man. I cannot stand superhero movies.
That one just wasn't my favorite. That's just my take on it. But that's a different movie in a different show and a different segment. I want to tell you guys about a movie that I have been avoiding like the plague, and that finally my wife was like, "Look, you are going to sit down and you're going to watch this." So we went to Costco, and she bought the movie instead because she knew I was never going to go to the actual movie theater and watch this.
Yeah.
And we sat down this weekend, and it was like 20 to 35 minutes into this movie, and I was already bawling, crying.
What were you
man.
watching?
It was this movie called Coco. And it's a Disney movie of all things. It was a Disney movie of all things, but it is such a tearjerker, especially if you are Mexican American, because it's really centered around the culture, and it's all about Dia de los Muertos, and what it talks about is how they celebrate the dead.
Yeah.
So they go into celebrating this father's little girl who he loves, and he makes songs for her and this and that.
I love the way that they explain the Dia de los Muertos, though, because I never understood it. Like, growing up, I'm like, why do we put out food for dead people? That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
I'm like, can I eat it? And I remember I used to get yelled
you
at.
can't touch it. Yeah.
Don't touch it. That's not for you. And I'm like, I don't get it. I don't understand why.
They aren't going to eat it.
Yeah, they're not going to eat it.
They're not here. They can't eat it. And I love how that movie shows that there's like an alternate world. And on that one day, if there are pictures up on the altar and you leave them out, they can come and visit you. And I was like, oh, I got to put my food out this time.
Anyway, it was a great movie. If you guys have not watched it, I recommend you do the same. Go out there, take a look at it, because man, it really just.
I've watched it.
Dad.
Yeah,
your dad. So you know what I'm talking about. You know exactly what I'm talking about.
Yeah, of course.
It was a tearjerker.
It is. It really is.
All right, we have a great show planned out for you guys today, but one of the things that we definitely want to talk about are some of the upcoming changes that are happening to the industry right now. We have some mega players threatening to come in.
Yeah.
And it's pretty scary, because if they come in here, I think we're all going to have to just go out there and work for them. You know?
It is some of these big guys are concerning. And not only that, but we're actually finally seeing some technology that may have a real effect on the industry.
Yeah.
And I always say technology is, and this has nothing to do with realtors or insurance agents or mortgage brokers or anything. This is a completely different type of revolutionary technology. And I think it's going to make a big difference in housing. It's going to change the way that people live. It's gonna be for the positive. It's not gonna have a negative effect. So I can't wait to get into that here a little bit later on the show.
That's right. Yeah.
Now, if some of this technology comes in and disrupts the way that we do things, or if some of these big mega players come in and start saying, "Hey, now we're the dominant company, we're the dominant culture," do realtors still have a job?
Well, yeah, they're not saying that they're going to get rid of them. They're just saying we want to be the ones at the helm.
Yeah,
we want to be the ones controlling where the industry is going. And you know what? Maybe that's not the worst thing, because real estate hasn't had a great direction over the last 20 years. I mean, the people that have been at the top have been hanging on to what was there from like 1950 and 1960, and then they haven't advanced the industry as far as it could have gone.
Yeah, absolutely. So, it's definitely an industry that's a little bit behind in times, and I see it when I speak to people from other industries, for example, people in the oil field right now. With the oil, the oil field kind of went through its down cycle, and then in the midst of that, so much more technology has been pumping into that industry, and the technology is really taking off there. And I talk to people that are in that industry right now, and I'm seeing some of the things that they're doing and realizing that they are so far ahead right now.
Really?
They actually are bringing in the artificial intelligence to really make things happen, actually make decisions happen within the companies, which is really, really interesting, because we're not there yet. And when we talk about being on top of technology all the time, we always want to bring in interesting new technology to make our jobs easier, or even maybe take some stuff off our plate. But even with AI already playing a role, it's not playing a major role yet.
Yeah.
So we're seeing some of that. All right, I cannot wait to discuss this when we get back. We have to take a quick commercial break, but let's talk a little bit more about these big guys that are coming back, and we're going to let you guys know who it is and how they plan on disrupting the industry. Stay tuned. You're on the Realty Ruckus. We'll be right back. Hey Houston, this is Alan Hernandez, and I want to remind you guys to visit our friends over at Quest IRA to learn everything there is to learn about investing with your IRA. Now, if you haven't been over there recently, you have to check them out. They have free educational classes, networking opportunities, the ability to tap into $1 billion for your real estate investing deals. These are the guys to know when it comes to learning about this kind of stuff. You want to make sure you visit them and check them out over at www.questira.com. Again, that's questira.com.
Stop searching and start staying in the know with our Houston Real Estate Events page on Facebook. Follow us by searching at Houston Real Estate Events to stay up to date on the latest events for real estate in the Houston area. If you are interested in having your event on our page, please email me at david@whitepicketrealty.com. Again, that's david@whitepicketrealty.com. Non-paid events only. One more time, find us on Facebook at Houston Real Estate Events, and we'll see y'all at the next one.
Hey guys, Alan here. Are you a home investor in need of house plans and permit expediting services? If so, Houston Plans and Permits is your local one-stop shop. They have over 15 years of professional design experience and have a strong team of knowledgeable permitting expediters to service all of your projects. Please contact them by calling them at 281-372-1555. Again, 281-372-1555. Or visit them at their website, plansandpermits.com. Again, that's www.plansandpermits.com. Hey Houston real estate agents, this is Alan Hernandez, broker at White Picket Realty. I want to let you know that when you're ready to stop working your real estate career and start building a real estate business, Team WPR is a place to be. Not only do we offer real results, real support, and real branding, but furthermore, 80 to 100% commissions of your hard-earned money going back to you. So make sure you reach out to us. Join at teamwpr.com. Again, that's join, Join, at teamwpr.com.
And we are back on Realty Ruckus. Remember that you can find us live on Facebook and YouTube. You can also chat with us live during the show, and we can answer your questions on the air. Now, we want to jump into some of these big-time players that are coming into the industry. They're threatening to disrupt. We don't always know what that means when they say we're going to disrupt the industry. So we want to start with the biggest one.
The biggest.
The giant. And this is somebody who hasn't actually ever threatened our industry.
No.
Mm-hmm. Now, they've completely disrupted other industries, and companies like Best Buy,
Macy's.
Sears, Macy's.
Sears is going under because of them.
All these big retail companies have felt the pain inflicted on them by this company, but in our industry, we've been seemingly untouched.
Yep.
And that company is Amazon.
Yep.
And Amazon, biggest company in the world, richest man in the world, is the CEO of the company. He's the founder.
He just took the new place, right?
Yeah, just a few months ago. He's worth $112 billion on his own now.
With a B?
With a B.
Nice.
Billion.
This guy's crushing it.
And now what they want to do is that they see that there's this industry for the mortgage market. And there's not a single player who's really dominating any single piece of that mortgage industry. So, in other words,
everyone claims they are, though.
Yeah,
that's the greatest part about
but you've got like this company, and then the biggest one that I know of is Quicken Loans, and even Quicken Loans is only known to have 1% of the market share out of the whole entire United States, and they're the biggest. And normally, when you have a big player in the market share, you look at somebody like Google, who you look at them and you say, well, how much does Google actually bring into the market in terms of advertising? Well, they own like 43% of the market. They're the biggest marketer in the industry. You don't have that when it comes to mortgages. No. And so Amazon is saying, well, let us start to put this whole thing together. Let us start to really figure out how to consolidate the mortgage industry. Become a marketplace where people can come. We'll refer them out to get these mortgages, and then over time we stop referring them out and we start being the mortgage lender, and we eat all that market share up. It's a pretty freaking genius plan.
Wait. You said something that was interesting. You're saying we'll start eating the mortgage lender. Does that mean there may be a possibility of consumers going direct?
Well, I think that's their goal, is we become the marketplace, kind of like they do with Amazon, right?
Yeah.
You think Amazon, people don't realize there's two places where Amazon makes the vast majority of its money, and it's not on the percentages and the commissions that they make on other products. They make their money in two ways. They make their money on their web services. Their AWS platform accounts for like 28% of their total revenue. It's huge. And then the other part where they make their money is their own products that they've developed. That
Amazon Basics.
Amazon Basics products that they sell that they undercut everyone else on the market. They know what the hottest items are, and then they create products that are identical to those hot items, and they're private label them Amazon.
I always go with Amazon Basics when I can. It's always a greater deal.
And when you look at it, they also have Amazon Alexa. Well, look, who's that challenging? Google Home Assistant. That's challenging Apple Siri. That's supposed to be coming out here soon.
Those are the three big ones going at it right now.
They become a marketplace where Google and Apple can sell their stuff, or they become the marketplace where Quicken Loans and Wells Fargo and Bank of America and all these other mortgage players, now consumers can come here and get a loan directly through Amazon. Amazon will refer you. But over time, Amazon starts saying, well, let me cut this guy out, and let me cut this guy out. And all of a sudden,
these are the hottest loans available. Here's the Amazon version.
Here's the Amazon
and you're going to get it for half a point cheaper, so you better go that route.
And Amazon is so damn rich that they can afford to do it without having to worry about federal funds. They could self-fund almost anything that they want to do right now. They have what's described in the Elon Musk books as FU money. They can pretty much do whatever they want with their money.
And this in this Inman article, Rick Sharga, he's the executive vice president over at Carrington Mortgage Holdings. He actually told Inman that what he foresees is Amazon moving into that marketplace style where realtors and lenders will be able to market their services, and Amazon's already a trusted platform for going, going with different services.
It's an easy transition for consumers.
And if you guys remember, because think about it, sorry to cut you off, you'll be able to actually go on there and rate the service that you get from these different companies, which right now, no one knows really who's doing the best service. I mean, everyone talks about I have the best deal, or I have the best loan, or I have the best customer service, but no one really knows because consumers aren't easily able to rate those services on the platform. So if you move into an Amazon platform, I mean, think about it. How do you shop for things right now? I mean,
you always look at 2 or 3 reviews.
I buy almost everything through Amazon.
You filter it. You just filter it 4 stars and up.
The reviews. That's right.
And imagine going on Amazon. You put all of your information in. Jabron Hernandez, credit score 1 million, because I have the most amazing credit score. 1 million, that's my score. I've got Trump level credit score, all right? And you put in all of your information, and then it says, hey, these are the mortgages that are available to you, and here's how those mortgage companies are rated.
Yeah.
Here's what they can offer.
Yeah.
And now you can go on there and you can select which one works best for you based on, okay, I'm willing to pay a little bit more, but this company has super high reviews. They have super high ratings. Yeah. It says that they have a closing ratio of 90%. All of that information will become available.
Yep.
And then what's going to happen is Amazon's going to say, check out the Amazon mortgage.
Yeah.
Half a point cheaper.
Yeah.
Customer
Great
satisfaction
reviews.
ratings out the roof.
Yeah.
We answer your calls whenever you want. We have these people available. And what really is interesting, so it seems like it's easy for mortgages because mortgage lenders don't ever actually have to be eye to eye with their consumer,
exactly.
right? They can work completely digitally from a computer and never look at them. What about realtors, though? Because it says on there that they're thinking about adding a platform for realtors.
Well, do you guys actually remember this all started last year? We did talk about it briefly. Amazon briefly put up
a website about realtors. I remember that. Yeah,
right.
It's Amazon Real Estate.
Yeah,
and it was like, whoa, what is going on?
Yep.
So yeah, it does seem like they are heading in that direction. But at first, I think definitely realtors will be a marketplace where realtors will be able to be recommended as well.
Realtors have been sweating bullets for the last few years because we know that these disruptors are coming.
Oh, for sure.
And we have to find ways to deal with them. But here's the one thing. We've learned just from experience that no matter what, it takes a client wants to be belly to belly with the person that they're working with, especially when they're working in this regard. But you're right. More and more, I see the lending side of the business going completely online.
Yeah.
And I'm wondering, and
the insurance one too.
The insurance world too.
We looked at that before. That there's an insurance company who's going to start offering quotes direct to consumer. And imagine if you could shop for insurance on Amazon. I mean, they're not that far from that. I mean, hey, we've been looking at different insurance, and what if I could just go on Amazon, type in all my information, and now it gives me everyone direct to the carrier.
That's true.
And I don't even have to go through a middleman, no insurance agent. Amazon is my insurance agent. I know that I'm backed by the richest company in the world, and I don't have to worry about, oh my God, they're going to go belly up. No, they're not going to go belly up. I'll be okay.
What's scary about this is that they are eventually, already they are too big to fail, and now they're getting ready to move into a sector of the market that we rely on as an economy, completely.
Well, and I bet you there's got to be a federal reason why they haven't gone into, for example, the insurance industry.
Yeah. Oh, it's the regulations and the disparity across state lines. Because you think about Amazon, it's products for anybody can buy no matter what, but insurance and mortgages, they don't work that way. It has to be separated by state lines. So I think that's why they're starting with the marketplace, and so they can break through those regulations, find a way past that red tape, and then start offering direct to consumer.
Should lenders be worried right now? You think the people that are out there listening to the show right now, if you're a lender, should they be shaking in their boots?
They shouldn't be shaking in their boots. They should be looking for, how do I sign up? And how do I stay ahead of the curve?
Because we said when we were on break, we said if Amazon comes in and takes over, we may not have an option but to say, you know what,
what's up, Amazon?
We're Amazonians now. We all work for Amazon because they are so big that they would actually have that control.
Yeah. If you think about it, I think actually being on Amazon will help push real estate towards the vision that White Picket holds, where the professionals are the ones that dominate the industry.
Absolutely, that is very true.
Because who's going to get the best reviews on Amazon? Who's going to have the most reviews on Amazon? The people that are out there hustling, closing deals month in, month out.
And who's going to
become the hobbyist part-timers?
The preferred lenders and the preferred agents are going to be the best ones. They're the ones that are going to show up at the top. That's one thing I love about Amazon. The people with the best reviews show up at the top of their services. Now, before we get in, I don't want to go to the break without getting into the other disruptor, because this other disruptor is huge.
We got about 4 minutes left.
Okay, perfect. So the second disruptor is not Amazon. It's not a single company. It's brand new tech startups that are doing something that no one else has done before, and they're 3D printing houses. Now, they just unveiled this at South by Southwest last week in Austin. They unveiled a prototype. It's a $4,000 printed house.
Now it's currently $10,000.
$10,000, but that includes the finishes.
Everything.
I think. I think it was finished out. I think it's $4,000 just for the 3D printing portion of it.
They plan to get it down to $4,000 per house, but right now to print the entire home is $10,000. They're estimating they'll bring the cost down to $4,000 per house.
And it's an 800 square foot house, which doesn't sound like a lot. But the reality is, I mean, what is a condo in the Galleria that's 800 square foot cost right now?
Oh,
you're not spending,
ridiculous.
You're not spending less than $200,000.
Hey, I was gonna say at least
you're gonna spend
$200,000.
$200 a square foot.
Yeah, at least
for a nice place in the Galleria.
So I mean, think about it. If you're able to buy an 800 square foot house and it's finished, does it have plumbing and electrical, or do we?
That we don't know. We didn't get the details on that. Now the model they show it has electrical.
If it has plumbing and electrical, it will crush the market.
Well, think about it.
Bring in a completely different way to sustain.
Even if you had to pay for plumbing, electrical, HVAC, windows, roof, all those other things, let's say that's not included in the $4,000, you may be looking at another $35,000. So you're looking at $40,000 for an 800 square foot house. That's $50 a square foot.
Yeah,
that's really, really cheap.
Yeah, and you might be able to buy maybe a reasonable sized lot close into the city and build a bunch of these in one of those lots.
I would find like a 1 acre or 2 acres and build like 30 or 40 of these on there and make it a little community. Like we talked about last time, the We Live. This is a perfect We Live example.
Yep.
You have your own little house. It's got its own private amenities, but then you share common area. You share the park area. You share the dog run area. You share the community garden.
Now,
would you put a bar in this area?
The community bar.
Yes.
Hey, I like the way you think.
Would this actually be viable in Houston? Could you build one of these houses in Houston?
Okay, here's the thing. Houston is so weird about these things.
Okay,
right?
yeah.
For whatever reason, I mean, I know that other companies have tried going the tiny house route
and the containers
and container homes, and they have not overall done real well. And you know how people talk about how everything is large or everything is big in Texas?
Yeah.
I feel like this just falls right into that.
Well, think about it. There's those condos that they built in East Side that they thought were going to do great.
Yeah.
The little tiny condos.
Yeah.
And they bombed.
They bombed.
The micro condos. They didn't make it. They're turning them into apartment complexes.
Yeah.
So that bombed.
They tried Airbnb-ing them for a little while.
But they were selling for $150,000.
Yeah.
If you can buy one of these for $50,000 and have a little bitty lot and a community, I think that changes everything.
I think it was the price point. They tried to, if
how much were those things like?
They were about $150,000 per
But no,
unit.
like square feet.
Small.
They were small, like 400 to 800 square feet. They were little.
And so I think the price point was way too high to be able to really get or buy some market share in there.
Yeah.
But if you're selling them at 50, dude, I don't know how you're going to be able to beat that. I think that's gonna just.
I'm gonna tell you what the one big thing is gonna be that's gonna stop those from popping up everywhere in Houston when we get back from the break. We'll see you guys on the other side of the break.
We'll be right back. You're on the Realty Ruckus.
Hey Houston, this is Alan Hernandez, and I want to remind you guys to visit our friends over at Quest IRA to learn everything there is to learn about investing with your IRA. Now, if you haven't been over there recently, you have to check them out. They have free educational classes, networking opportunities, the ability to tap into $1 billion for your real estate investing deals. These are the guys to know when it comes to learning about this kind of stuff. You want to make sure you visit them and check them out over at www.questira.com. Again, that's questira.com.
Stop searching and start staying in the know with our Houston Real Estate Events page on Facebook. Follow us by searching at Houston Real Estate Events to stay up to date on the latest events for real estate in the Houston area. If you are interested in having your event on our page, please email me at david@whitepicketrealty.com. Again, that's david@whitepicketrealty.com. Non-paid events only. One more time, find us on Facebook at Houston Real Estate Events, and we'll see y'all at the next one.
Hey guys, Alan here. Are you a home investor in need of house plans and permit expediting services? If so, Houston Plans and Permits is your local one-stop shop. They have over 15 years of professional design experience and have a strong team of knowledgeable permitting expediters to service all of your projects. Please contact them by calling them at 281-372-1555. Again, 281-372-1555, or visit them at their website, plansandpermits.com. Again, that's www.plansandpermits.com.
Hey Houston real estate agents, this is Alan Hernandez, broker at White Picket Realty. I want to let you know that when you're ready to stop working your real estate career and start building a real estate business, Team WPR is the place to be. Not only do we offer real results, real support, and real branding, but furthermore, 80 to 100% commissions of your hard-earned money going back to you. So make sure you reach out to us. Join at teamwpr.com. Again, that's join, Join, at teamwpr.com.
And we are back on Realty Ruckus. Remember that you can find us live on Facebook and YouTube, where if you chat with us during the show, we can answer your questions live on the air. Now, it's a little quiet out there. The audience is like, they're getting ready for the happy hour tonight. That's what it's got to be.
I think
everyone is at home, getting all dressed up.
They're
preparing for, it's the calm before the storm.
They're preparing their stomach and their livers.
Yeah, well, I'm preparing my stomach and liver as well right now here live on the show. No.
If you hear anything funny.
One thing. Here's the one thing that's going to prevent those houses from taking off like wildfire.
Which houses? What are we talking about?
We're talking about the 3D printed houses.
3D printed houses that can be printed for approximately $10,000.
Yes,
could crush the market if they start being built. Early.
Here's what's going to stop it. You want to know?
Yes.
One is going to be code enforcement. Yep. Because how do you enforce framing on a 3D printed house? The framing inspection is going to walk down there and be like,
there is no framing.
I have no idea what I'm inspecting here.
Being the city of Houston, they'd go in there and the house is finished off and it's built even better than any house we could build, and they'd be like, you got to redo it and put some janky framing in.
Yeah, we want to see some sticks in here because we don't know what this is. Yeah,
where's y'all's wood?
That's the number one thing, and I think the number two thing is, you guys forget how big of an industry, and maybe not you guys, but maybe our audience or maybe some people do, how big of an industry construction is. It's an incredibly lucrative industry, and the construction materials, everything else. Those people are going to lobby the hell out of city councils and say, and out of the federal government and say, you got to stop this. They're destroying entire economies.
Yeah. Okay.
And the government's going to. Yeah.
Okay. Here's the thing, though. At the same time, there are large political action committees, huge lobbyists that are going right now to our government and saying we have a real problem with how many affordable houses are available to consumers. And there is a shortage, according to the latest statistics, of over 1.7 million homes right now.
But let me ask you a question.
States. Imagine there's 1.7 million people that want to buy a house right now and can't afford it because they're not qualifying for what the houses are selling for.
Yes, but who does the government, and this is not to get into politics.
Oh, boy.
But
we're about to get into politics.
The majority of the time, who does the government favor? The rich or the poor?
That's true.
The rich.
The rich.
They're the ones who can afford to lobby.
If I've got rich people coming over and saying, here's some money, stop these 3D companies, and then I've got poor people going, I don't have any money, but give us housing.
Give me a house.
They're going to favor in the side of the rich people.
I think what you're not understanding is the opportunity cost involved there. Is what happens when you don't sell those 1.7 million people a house, whether it's a $50,000 to $100,000 house.
You keep them renting. You keep the rich landlords richer.
Well, I think there's more of an opportunity for actually making.
Oh, I agree. I agree that there's a great opportunity, and that should be the mentality.
Yeah.
But you got to remember,
you're not going to create 1.7 million landlords in the next 10 years, but you can create 1.7 million homeowners, and they're paying taxes. Mm-hmm. So there's an opportunity there for everyone to make money and everyone to have the opportunity.
Oh no, absolutely. I'm not disagreeing with that. I'm saying you've got really, really old people in Congress who aren't exactly on the same page as that.
Oh, I mean, I get that, but I think just like there's lobbyist groups who are going to lobby against small affordable homes, there's people out there who are going to say we need this.
Yeah.
There are not enough people in homes, and there are not enough opportunities out there that are affordable.
Yeah.
So
all right.
Sure that.
We got to get into events because we have a big one happening tonight.
That's right.
The biggest.
And so I'm going to pass this over to David so he can tell us about the biggest event.
Where's the Z stuff coming from?
You never seen the Zohan?
This is
yeah. That was a horrible movie.
Horrible movie. And somehow we still
put some hummus on it.
Anyways, guys, like we were talking about, it is the big one tonight.
And we will have hummus.
Yes, we will.
I promise you, there will be hummus.
There's going to be hummus. It's the real estate rally tonight from 6 to 9 p.m. at the St. Arnold Brewing Company. Yes, we will have free hummus. We will have free beer.
That's true, though. There will be hummus.
We are not lying when we say that.
So,
Mediterranean food is being served.
Yes, Mediterranean food is being served.
Amazing.
Delicious Mediterranean.
What time does the food start?
Right at 6. You got to get there early to get in on the digs. If you miss out, I'm sorry, you miss out.
If you get there early, you get some free food.
That's right.
But the beer flows all night.
From 6 to 9.
All the way to the last minute.
I want to make sure that our audience knows that if they did not RSVP to this event,
yes,
they will have to wait in line.
Yes. So first is going to be everyone who RSVP'd. When the lines let up on the RSVPs, then we'll start letting in people that did not pre-register. But we have to give some respect to the people that took the time, 20 seconds out of their day to fill out their information and pre-register. So if you're listening right now and you're like, hey, I usually just show up.
Yes.
No, don't do that this time.
Don't do that.
Pre-register and make sure that your ticket is reserved and you'll be in the priority line to get in first over the people who didn't pre-register.
There we go.
We have nearly 800 people that have RSVP'd so far. So if you're one of the people that didn't, you may have to stand in line for a little while. So please make sure you go on there right now. The link has now been posted down below. Hit a couple buttons and then click send.
Make it happen.
We'll get your RSVP and you'll be one of the first people to get into the event tonight.
That's right. So we can't wait to see all of you guys there. Also, big thank you to our title sponsors, Jet Lending and IMG Mortgage. We appreciate you guys, and we're going to have a great night tonight with them.
We really are. Make sure that you guys are there at 6. It ends right at 9. And guys,
and remember, we have no agenda at this event. This is a straight up come out, network, and build the hell out of your business event. So if you're not taking advantage of that, then you must not be serious about your business.
This is a network your tail off event.
Yeah.
And we love being able to bring that to the community here in Houston.
Absolutely.
All right, what else do we have coming up?
So another little happy hour that we have going on Thursday. This one's for new agents or students currently enrolled in their real estate classes. What we're doing is we're having a new agent happy hour. It's hosted by Houston Breakthrough Realtors, and we're actually going to be, in addition to socializing a bit, we're going to be masterminding with newer agents on how to generate leads from your sphere of influence and what that looks like and how that can help you in your first year in real estate.
What does masterminding actually mean, though? I mean, are we sitting up there and like talking and giving people or teaching?
I'm going to
people,
sit up there and we're going to go like,
oh boy. If we don't have anybody show up now, we know why.
Yeah, that's why they didn't want to see me.
Well, the first time I heard the word masterminding, that's what I imagined in my head.
Yeah.
I imagine like people like sitting around like meditating and then being like, yes, a master.
Thank you.
But it's not that at all. I showed up and I was like, oh man, where's all the people meditating?
Anyways, this is going to be Thursday, March 15th from 4 to 7 p.m. at Pub Fiction. If you are a new agent or looking to break into the real estate industry, make sure to RSVP. And that one you can find on the Houston Real Estate Events page hosted by Houston Breakthrough Realtors.
Yes, and don't forget that Jabron will not be meditating.
Yeah, there's no. That's not what masterminding is. I've learned. It's very different than that.
All right, what else do we have?
And the last event for the month, we're doing digital marketing for realtors. This is going to be an awesome presentation. So we got 3 different parts to this series. We're going to be doing how to optimize your online social media presence. We're going to be hosting a little appy hour.
Wait, are we going to tell them how to be on the first page of Google?
Yes.
Is that one of the little golden nuggets that
how to look yourself up and actually come up first?
If you've never looked yourself up on Google, this is a good opportunity for you to Google yourself. If you are not the first person on the first page, something is wrong, and we're going to give you the keys to the castle on how you can do that.
I'm number 1, 2, 3, and 4.
There you go.
And there's a famous artist with the same name as me, and I still beat him.
I have an Alan Hernandez that contests with me. He's actually on the local soccer team here. So we're always fighting for first position.
That's hilarious.
But I like being able to Google myself and beating him.
Yeah. So get ranked number 1 on Google. Yeah. Optimize your social media profile. Get the latest know-how on the apps that we're using for our real estate, and then also how to do a few targeted ads on Facebook to bring in some buyer leads.
Who doesn't need to know about all of that if they're in real estate, right?
Nobody doesn't need to not know.
All right, but let's be clear on that one. That is for real estate agents only.
Yeah, and the space is very limited. So, guys, we're not going to have registration at the door, unfortunately. We need you to RSVP ahead of time because space is very limited. We won't have registration at the door. So, if you haven't RSVP'd yet, I just dropped the link below. Make sure to hit that button.
I just checked it this morning. There are 13 seats left.
Okay.
So let's make sure that if you want to join us on that, go ahead and RSVP for that now. All right, guys, that's it for today's show. Quick, simple, easy. I love it.
Yes,
don't forget that tonight we start at 6 p.m. at St. Arnold's Brewery. We cannot wait to see you guys there. We are on as a Realty Ruckus every Tuesday and Thursday from 1:30 p.m. to 2 p.m. Make sure that you share this video with anyone out there who is in the real estate business that could benefit from listening to the show. Keep up your ruckus, and we will see you next time.
This has been the Realty Ruckus. Make sure and join us every Tuesday and Friday for new episodes. Find us on YouTube and Facebook for replays of previous episodes. And as always, keep elevating yourself and keep up your ruckus. Thanks for listening. Realty Ruckus has been brought to you by Smart Pig Media Productions.